Hi and welcome. My name is Simon T, and I'm here to give a short little lesson on how to master resilience by the use of humour. Hi, it's Simon T, speaker, writer and innovator. Today's episode is about how you can use humour as a spark to build your resiliency. Giggles, a laugh, amazing joke resets you, makes you focus on something entirely different. You've all been there, we've all been there, that moment, that crushing moment. The stress is building, the walls start to seem to be going in, the pressure builds, options shrink, opportunities narrow. Then someone in the group cracks a joke and suddenly the clouds are lifted. The humour means that opportunities just happen. Why is this so important when we think about resiliency? Well, one way to think about it is humour shrinks our fears. In that moment of tension, in that moment of stress, our fears bubble up to the surface. When we think about what our fears are, our most inner fears, our humble fears, our huge fears, most of our fears are a template of the past imposing themselves on the present. How we acted then means how we're going to act now. And as a result, we act in strange ways. We act according to the template rather than recalibrating to the current situation. Humor, laughter, sets us free. It breaks that loop around fear and says we can do this more, we can accomplish more, we can reframe this situation, reframe this experience into something truly incredible, something where we can reach that next run higher so that we can go and make things greater still. The next idea is perspective. Humor, laughter, whatever it may be, gives us a new, fresh perspective, gives us an opportunity to step out of the situation and look at it anew. It's amazing how humor unlocks creativity. You actually see it in people's body language. They're hunched over, then they release this flexibility, this creativity. And by the way, there are studies about how people who are suffering from great illnesses or traumas or tragedies are able to brush off harsh times by using humor. It doesn't mean you ignore the situation. Reality is important to understand. But it's actually how you're able to brush it off and move on. Move to the next step forward, without being locked into that point right there. It's often said you are what you eat, but it's also true you are what you watch. There have been studies that if you watch morose shows or binge watch them before you go to bed, you actually do get kind of down. When if you watch a comedy show or someone who makes you laugh, suddenly you feel brighter, suddenly you feel more illuminated, and actually you feel you can accomplish more. Humor, other people's humors, other people's jokes, family time lifts you with that sense of the possibility. Now, there are obviously kinds of humors that can actually be bad for you. If you're the butt of all jokes, it can actually be maladaptive. And that's the kind of technical word to say it gets you down. If everyone's always pointing at you and actually pointing the focus at you, and you are literally the focus of all the bad jokes, it actually can wear you down. But the opposite can also be true. It can steal you to the actual needs of what that situation is. Laughter enables you to do and accomplish truly some extraordinary things. In often groups, humor, being the butt of the joke, can actually be a rite of passage. That you don't actually treat yourself or think of yourself too seriously. But that's okay, that's fine. But the key here is not to shield yourself from a tough time or a complicated or difficult reality. It's about letting go and releasing that tension in the moment. Why is this really important? There's no more powerful tool in a team and building an incredible team than humor and laughter. Teams develop cultures around a common meaning. And that humor is a key building block, a brick in building the meaning of who we are. It's amazing dealing with situations of extreme tension, conflict situations, post-conflict situations. People develop very tight groups, but they also develop their own sense of humor. Now, some of that can seem a little dark for an outsider looking in, but the reality is this: humor binds the group together with their own meanings, their own language, and their own understanding of how to interpret these really tough events. What does humor give a group? A humor gives a group a sense of cognitive flexibility, the ability to rethink a situation, not just as an individual, as a group. It enables you to accept the challenge, accept the hardship. It doesn't mean you ignore the hardships, but accept it. Accept the situation, reappraise it, and accept it, move on, reappraise it, and challenge yourself further. The reality is, humor is the glue of great teams. So try it. Try humor. Humor enables you, laughter, jokes, it doesn't matter. Humor enables you to make mountains climbable. Make today a better day. Just crack a joke, your funniest joke. Whatever it is, it will enable you to feel more empowered and feel more resilient. Again, my name is Simon T. If you like today's episode, please share it with 2 friends. And if you want, just subscribe and hit that button. Okay, thank you very much. Have a great day.